Why would you enter such a high conflict situation? If you knew they couldn't peacefully co-parent, you should have walked away. I usually get some version of that comment whenever I talk about my step-parenting experience. But that question assumes that the situation I'm in now is the situation that I walked into, and it's not. A lot of people don't realize that high conflict dynamics don't always start high conflict. For example, when I first met my husband, they had mutually decided to co-parent. Shared decisions across the households, shared flow of communication. Now, I do not want to pretend that it was perfect because it was not. There was conflict, okay? There was name calling. But as someone who's been through a divorce, it felt to me like a normal amount of conflict. Like, yes, tensions are high right now, but these will settle over the coming years. Then, over time, things shifted. She decided that she no longer wanted to co-parent. She wanted to move to parallel parenting. And in some ways, that made things easier and reduced conflict. The situation actually seemed more manageable. But then things shifted when we got engaged. Temperature changed. The rules changed. Then things shifted again when we got married. And again, as our household became more established. We've been together 4 years, and the past year was the roughest one by far. What people don't understand is that the bio-parent's behavior can evolve and shift as your relationship evolves and shifts. Almost every milestone in our relationship has like a corresponding big conflict event. Like we can literally map it. Because unfortunately, it's quite common that as you become a permanent fixture and as the children become more attached, the resistance and the conflict can escalate. So when people say, well, you should have just walked away, I'm wondering, at what point? In the beginning, when things were good? Later on, after I'd fully fallen in love with my husband? After I'd already met the kids and formed relationships with them? After the engagement? After we bought our house? When should I have walked away? Because by the time it became clear just how bad it could get, I was in too deep. The reality is some situations don't reveal themselves until you're already invested. And then the decision isn't as simple as, should I leave? It becomes the much more complicated question of, do I abandon all these people that I care about and love because this got harder? And in my case, the answer is no, but I do understand when the answer is yes, because it's not easy and it does chip away at you. But in my case, my marriage means something to me. The effect that I have on the kids means something to me. And when you're in a situation like this, where you didn't necessarily walk into high conflict, where instead it kind of grew around you, you have to make a tough decision about whether you're going to run or whether you're going to stay and continue building. I chose to continue building.